All right, guys, we are going to be looking up and writing down some more definitions for our geography unit. There's going to be at least six words that we're going to be looking up. So I want to go ahead and fold my paper. I want to write down some geography vocab number 2, although I think the first one was actually vocabulary from maps, but that's okay. We're going to have 6. So let's see, maybe we might be able to do, I'm going to fold this in half right here. And then I'm going to fold this in half, like this. We may end up with 8, but that's totally okay. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have 8. But you know what? I'd rather have too much than not enough. I'm going to go ahead and divide my paper. I think I'm actually going to get me a different marker so that it will write a little bit smaller and neater. All right, so first word I want to look at is equator. Equator. So the equator is the line of latitude at 0 degrees. It goes across the center of the earth. Might be helpful if I spelled that correctly. Let me try that again. Hang on a second. I can fix this. It goes across the center of the earth. Oh, it is right there. Try that again. So it goes across the center of the earth So if I had a picture of the globe, the equator goes across the center of the earth. It's an imaginary line that goes across the center of the earth. That is the equator. That is our equator. The lines, and I know we wrote this down the other day, but we're going to go ahead and write this down again because it is kind of important. So, lines of latitude the lines of latitude run east and west around the globe and they are parallel. So if I have globe, no, my globe's not perfect. You have the equator, right? Well, now we have our lines of latitude. Our lines of latitude run parallel to each other around the globe. The next one that I want to talk about is the meridian. The meridian is the line that runs around the globe between the North and the South poles. So again, the meridian is the line that runs around the globe between the North and South poles. So if I have my globe, I'm going to have the meridian. So I think we normally are used to it being called the prime meridian, so I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that we call it the prime meridian. And again, it is the line that goes between the North and the South pole. Okay? So the meridian is the line that runs around the globe between the North and the South pole. Now, you have the lines of longitude. The lines of longitude run around the poles along with the prime meridian. Of course, I've got to draw a picture for that too. So you have the prime meridian at 0 degrees. You have, so I'm going to put my prime meridian back here, right? So you have your prime meridian, but you also have the lines of latitude and longitude. So those also run between the North and South pole. So you have the prime meridian at 0 degrees, but then you have the lines of longitude also going around, but these meet at the north and south pole, which means they're not parallel. Your lines of latitude are parallel. Oh, well. So one thing that I kind of want to point out is that the meridian and the lines of latitude can be interchangeable, but the prime meridian is at 0 degrees. And I think this will be all the vocabulary we are going to do for geography vocabulary number 2.